second. Yeah, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to our broadcast. We're just getting started here, and some people jumping in already. SPG, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, we're gonna be live streaming some Dota 2. We got Complexity versus Zlatl, as this is the North American qualifiers for the international number 9 prize pool. Currently over $26 million. So this is some serious business. A lot on the lines. And in fact, I need to take a second here to look at Ilfrit. Is that the guy's name? Ifrit. Excuse me. Yeah, there's like so many letters. I'm gonna go over the rosters here in a second. I just got back from lunch, and hopping right into this. We still got we're in the group stage format of this, so everybody's playing each other. A little bit of round robin. And then we will be getting into a playoff format. Sorry, net worth. What I wanted to flip over to there. This is Miracle, not Miracle. J. Cole is better than all of you in my chat, which is a sentiment I tend to agree with. At least everybody who's probably present here. J. Cole is a pretty phenomenal rapper. Anyways, welcome. So we got some beginners. We'll be going over some basics. That said, we're not even going to talk about heroes yet. Let's just get into some basics. Basics. You kind of have, as you look at my cursor, I'll draw it out. You kind of have 3 lanes of action. And the map is symmetrical. So this area is identical or fairly identical to this area. This area is fairly identical to that area. And they're mirrored otherwise, so this would be considered bottom lane. This is considered top lane over here too. And basically you have 5 people on a team. We would call the green side Radiant and the red side Dire. When you're playing by yourself, sometimes you can be on Dire and everybody looks green. That's because they're your friends, but the models are always the same here. And our Ember Spirit here might be able to get a kill on Tavo. He's pretty low on mana. Tavo very low on health, 13 health. The Spirit Breaker coming in though, and they're able to get the kill on Z-Freak. Our Night Stalker as well teleports back to the shrine. Not all the way back to base, just to the shrine over here. So we're still in the early phases of this game. Games are expected to last, my friends ask me how long a game lasts. I say, well, 30 to 45 minutes, but realistically also schedule about an hour, and you should be safe with an hour. But also, you never know when a game might go an hour and a half, long. They can sometimes just drag on. You get some characters like this guy Alchemist, and he's going to be very kind of snowbally. He gets a lot of bonus gold for what he does. This game also is about gold. If you're familiar with Diablo, this game is sort of like Diablo, like PvP 5-on-5 in like one setting. The monsters are very simple, very straightforward. But you level up, you choose where to put points in your skills that you have available to you. You get an ultimate spell that's awesome. And does more damage than most other spells. Has some significant capabilities. There's all sorts of characters that you could choose from. 117, and all of them have their strengths. Like right now, this guy, Ancient Apparition, not going to be able to do anything, but he's pretty weak in the early game, at least until he hits level 6 and gets his ultimate, and then he can contribute a lot more. Right now, Zlatl playing pretty fantastic, which been looking at results. I've been looking at scores today. Not really having the most time to look at things, but I haven't looked at the table. And it looks like Zalotl are 0-1, which is actually the record of Complexity as well. Complexity losing to Beast Coast, while Zalotl already lost to Kookaburra Gaming, which I tuned in for a little bit, and it was Kookaburra versus Old Suck Gaming, maybe? I don't know what that other game was that I saw. Kookaburra... What is Zalotl? Maybe I'm just lying. Or maybe it was Kookaburra versus Zalotl I tuned in for a second. Okay, cool. And Kookaburra won that game. So Zalotl, you know, still have plenty of opportunity here. This is just their second game. Plenty of opportunity for them to get into a better position in this group. Complexity certainly would be sweating it if they lose to Zalotl. Zalotl have been around for a bit. I followed them in the NADCL. I followed them in NADCL, so they've certainly been out there striving. Even if it's not the same roster, it's the same organization. I'm sure most of their players have been around. I do recognize Jano, Hector, and Ifrit. Someone's saying, I thought it was almost like League of Legends. Indeed, it is. It is very almost like League of Legends. There's some key differences. We'll see if he goes for it. Like, one thing that you can do is that you can attack your own monsters, your creep, in order to deny them. Which, if you're, you know, face to face with somebody, you're 1v1ing them in a lane. Then, if they can get denies, then that is very powerful. It's annoying, and it changes the way the experience breaks down. There's these bounty runes that spawn every 5 minutes, and right now those getting split evenly between the teams. Complexity picking up the top ones, while Zalotl picking up the bottom two. Sorry, I'm running production and casting, so just checking on some things real quick. Also, real quick on the group stage standings. Beast Coast with a 2-0 right now. This player's teleporting over to middle to help out. This game is still fairly low scoring. 3-0. Not a lot of kills. The Pango misses with his swashbuckle there. Spearbreaker still gets a little bit of annoyance. And kind of like Diablo as well, in the sense that you get items. You know, power up. You know, there's no like random drops in that sense. Just checking some of the other stats here, but we'll take a look at items here shortly. There's Earthshaker with the Fissure trying to defend himself. He's also got the Enchant Totem. We'll slow things down just a little bit more, but Z-Freak will go down. Pango bouncing off the wall, and then off the Night Stalker again. Good charge over, and then more bounces from the Pango. Swashbuckle as well. They need to finish off Tava, though. Unfortunately, though, Jano is going to go down. That is the Pango. Still fighting that Night Stalker. Will get the kill. It is actually the Ember Rune, Ember Spirit, who will get that. They want more as well. Want this Ancient Apparition. Will be a teleporter in from the Earthshaker.
Double kill.
Thanks for the follow. Sunday service. I was playing some TF2 with him the other day. Thanks for coming by, buddy. Limp looking for some action here on middle. Going to jump forward here with the Unstable Concoction. Also, shout out to Jubz. Thanks, bud. Earthshaker is going to get attacked here. It's Spearbreaker coming in. He uses his ultimate to bounce him back. Dang, getting all sorts of follows. Spongy won as well. Thanks, buddy. As again, Zalotl off to a very nice start here. Oops, those aren't the buttons. Those aren't the buttons I want. That's a bit more like it. Wanted to check out the team net worth and HPF Saurus. Yow. Different XP earns. And those items. Let's see what we got. Interesting. Limp has that Radiance. As this game goes on, Alchemist is a fun hero in the sense that there's this item called the Aghanim Scepter, which will upgrade your skills. and Alchemist is the only character that can buy that and then give it to his buddies. And that is pretty cool for sure. And a bunch of characters have improved Aghanim Scepters in recent patches. So our man, Ancient Apparition, no changes to his scepter, but just wanted to point out that his is very strong. Earthshaker's is very strong. We've been seeing a lot of people rush it as kind of basically their second item after like Tranquil Bits. But right here you can see he's got the Blink Dagger queued up. He's going to go for that instead. And then if the Alchemist gives him the Ag Scepter, then he's just going to be able to buy other items to work with. Alchemist, I did see him, yeah, buy the Blink Dagger. And he's going to be picking up some other items and going for the Echo Saber. That's most likely what he's got queued up. For. Great item for carry players. 1-2 punch. And we're gonna have another ambush here. Good combo with the Unstable Concoction and the Ice Blast from the Ancient Apparition. It does go down, but at least for the 1 kill for the Alchemist, that's pretty much mission accomplished for Complexity. Is they just kind of need to find some ways to drag themselves back into this game. The kill count is vastly different. The net worth is not that different. Certainly that's a big factor of Alchemist. I really briefly mentioned earlier in this cast that he has this ability that enables him to get more gold, just live life as a rich man. And so that's sort of kind of misleading, but then again, at the same time, I was just going to say that this game is very early, so there's still plenty of potential for Complexity to bring this back around. Tava with the deny, you know, stuff like that. When you deny a tower like that, that means the enemy team doesn't get any gold, and usually with the tower gold, that gets split amongst the team, so it's not like just somebody who was there locally. And the Medusa Lesk here, that's his name, right? Oh no, Esk. In a little bit of trouble getting attacked, but Complexity don't have enough there to take him out. We're going to get the Stormbreaker initiation as Pangolier rolling through. Gonna hit Night Stalker a couple times. Swashbuckle coming out. That's an easy kill. Alchemist left alone, farming, mid pushing. Just checking the different teams' vision. Zlotl don't really have the best vision going across the river. You can see Complexity also don't have a whole lot of information to work from either. Limp going for that Manta style. He's a little bit away from it. Not sure if you consider that Blink to be a common pickup from Alchemist, but give him some more mobility, especially with the Spirit Breaker, the Ember, Pangolier. Could be very helpful. Let me know if you guys have any specific questions about Dota. Some people sounding off in chat that they're kind of newer Dota spectators. Another thing to make note of, I mentioned the vision game, stuff like this item, the Observer Wards. That's something where, well, it's because I've selected it, but these guys can't see it. They don't know it's there. But it'll give the Radiant some vision through that Fog of War. So using that, these items, the Sentry Ward, they can see invisible things, which this Observer Ward is invisible, but limited range, not going to be able to see it. So there's kind of this cat and mouse game of placing these wards, the Observer Wards, the Sentry Wards. Right here, I think neither of those can see each other. I guess it's possible they both see each other, just on the edge of it. It looks more kind of like this one possibly can and that one can't, but camera angle is sort of deceiving. And in these RTS games, actually sort of like small psychological advantage for the camera pointed in this direction. Oh man, I didn't even tweet that I was live. Oh, well, we'll get some viewers dribbling in here. As this game kind of just in a standoff right now. Again, let's take a peek at the items that are coming in. You know, Alchemist has picked up that mana style, so that came together pretty quickly. Limp, an exceptionally fast farmer. Where's his gold per minute? No, I can no gold, no GPM. He got his net worth though. Yeah, 16,000. That's just pretty crazy stuff. And Sven being in third place overall certainly means that they're in a pretty comfy spot to possibly get some progress here on this game and start to turn around. Just best of one round robins in this stage of the international qualifiers. This is the closed qualifiers. There was an open qualifier bracket that has concluded. The attack here on Raykill is Spirit Breaker as he comes in aggressively. But the Ice Blast and other spells are going to take him down pretty easily. We'll see what Complexity can get going on here. We do have a buyback from the Spirit Breaker. He's going to be able to charge through here. Complexity would certainly like quite a bit more here. They've lost Sven, but they have gotten the kill on Chen. So that's 2 kills for 1 with that buyback. But they are going to have some problems getting out of this situation. As Tavo's got the Ember Spirit on his trails and the Spirit Breaker. So in the end, it is going to be a 2 for 2. One of those with a buyback being used by the Spirit Breaker. So that is a facet of Dota 2. I'm actually unsure if that's in League of Legends. Somebody in chat can maybe sound off on that. But able to spend some money. Itchy. Spend some money and bring yourself back to life. So early in the game, that's not too big of a deal. Yeah, I think it must have cost them around 378. You know, so that's like I mean, that's definitely a good chunk of the ways towards an item. But it's not the end of the world, particularly considering the position that he's trying to play here. 3-4-3, just kind of walking out, trying to put some wards down. Just gets completely destroyed, though, out of position. Playing like me. In the meantime, though, 1, 2, 3, 4 runes for Zalotl. Sorry, I am using the Pip Munkle casting HUD. Shout out to him, but I don't have the fancy rune graphics or system. I'm kind of a scrub. That's alright, we're having fun here. Just getting a little bit more experience casting Dota 2 under my belt. Hope you guys have fun hanging out. Let me know if you guys have any questions about Dota 2. And I will try my best. It's a complex game, which is why I love it. Excuse me, bad camera work as well. I gotta sip my coffee at the same time, but makes it a little bit more difficult to do that camera work. Lim's gonna try to jump in here. They do have the vision on the Medusa here, and gonna be able to get the kill pretty well, not easily, because you gotta work through that mana of Medusa. Second concoction comes out though, and also Spirit Breaker not gonna be able to get away here. They're gonna be able to further track down the Chen, who's trying to get involved, trying to help out. That's actually 3 kills for Medusa, or for Complexity. We're gonna make it 4. And sole survivor right now, Ifrit, hiding in the trees. They want him, but then again, at the same time, they're like, well, we can also get some money from just killing this Chen army. Who knows, they might consider this tasty Roshan over here. Ping does come out. That's actually, I don't know if all of those were from Zalotl's side. I know that Medusa pinged towards the Roshan a little bit, worried that that was not going to happen or not. Looks like Complexity will just choose to take down the second tower right now. It certainly swings the momentum of this game around quite a bit. It was an ambush on Medusa, who can be kind of fragile. She's going to pick up that Scotty. Went to Sanjin Yasha instead of the mana style. Might see as a possibility. I think other items are preferred to Manta style. I'm a position 4 player, what can I say? I actually can say plenty of things about it, but mana styles, I mean, this I don't know. You have the silence from Night Stalker. You could mana style off his spells. Mana style off Cold Feet, I guess, would be another one, right? There's always uses of it. You can Mana Dodge, the Unstable Concoction. And you wouldn't think that he'd turn the Yasha into something else later. Or the Sanj. I was getting confused, to be honest. I think Sanj is the strength one. I swear. Yow! What's up, Genie? There's not much TF2 happening right now. There actually is going to be some TF2 happening later tonight on the TeamFortress.tv Twitch channel. It's going to be myself casting, and they're going to have a second stream as well. I'm going to be doing Froyo Tech versus Cafe Monster, I believe, and I think the other game is Ascent versus something. I'd have to check it out, to be honest. I'm sorry. We got a second, though. Gosh, I gotta scroll back up through all this stuff.
Rune of invisibility.
Ascent versus Ford Gaming. Fjord Gaming? Man, dude, if Bear goes over to I-65, then they definitely should get that rolling. Yeah, Lucky Luke's channel has the newest versions of the top 10. We're still making those. I've been doing some streaming, both on the YouTubes and on the Twitch. Streaming a little bit more. When I've been streaming TF2, I need to set that up in my OBS. I've just been streaming that to Twitch, and I need to get that set up on the dual stream. So I haven't been making any video content, but I'm still definitely hella involved in the TF2 scene. Helped out with the Copenhagen Games, even though I didn't get too much camera time. Well, we had the stage show. Yeah, the stage show got totally screwed up. Anyways, let's look at some charts and graphs. So as you can see, things really going the way of complexity now. A little dip back up, and I would say that's kind of where, you know, you'd expect the Alchemist to be a little bit further down. He started getting rolling, and then Zlotl had some decent action, but complexity taking that fight and just really kind of running away with things. Yeah, you can see how the experience kind of matches up with that commentary, right? Got a couple more items out here for Esk. We do have that Scotty on him. Zlotl, I guess just in general, I meant to say. Maelstrom out for the Pango. And I hear it. But no, he's just going to pop it on himself. Not going to be able to get the initiation. And Zlotl going to play carefully here. They don't want this game to slip away from him. You could argue it sort of already has. One could say. Butterfly in the works from Esk. There's a Daedalus somewhere. Not a Daedalus, yeah. A Mithril Hammer, excuse me. As our Ember Spirit building up to BKB. That'll help him out for sure. Night Stalker in already. Here comes the Unstable Concoction again. Plenty of stuns as the Fissures out there as well. There's a lot of like thinking about getting in here. The Spirit Breaker does charge in. They're having problems. Alchemist got another Concoction ready to go. Get the stun on the Breaker. Night Stalker in here as well. Still lurking around. Pango down. Medusa pops the ult, which nobody really around from complexity, so they'll just spam some voice lines and back off. There will be a charge down at the AA, so they might be able to get some consolation kill out of this in the end. Z-Freak does come over with the fissure, but it's just kind of a friendly hello before he bounces out. What up, Ramed? Saying RuneScape, huge update. Wow. Pretty sure you're just memeing. I don't play RuneScape, but if you play RuneScape and they got a huge update, hats off to you, my friend. But yes, indeed, my TF2 broadcast is in about 5 hours, a little bit under that. So I'm going to do this for a couple hours. Hopefully not too long. If my voice actually starts feeling like shit, maybe I will stop to save myself. But I just need to drink some water. We're having fun. And there's certainly a couple more BO1s to go today. I am casting this, my friends. And this is North American TI9. That stands for the International. Currently $26 million prize pot and rising. Right now, this is the group stage of the NA qualifiers. This is best of one round robins. This is their second game in a group of 8 teams. So they have 5 more to play after this. Welcome to Dota 2. I was explaining it earlier. You can let me know if you know any of the basics, but yeah, it's kind of like League of Legends. You know, it's derived from Warcraft 3, and you know, that history of real-time strategy games. But you just, generally speaking, like this guy Chen over here, he's got an army of dudes, a small army, a squad of dudes that he can control. But generally speaking, you just control your one person. So that's what's kind of fun about it, because, you know, RTSs, you know, you still have to control the camera. You still have to, you know, do these kind of mechanical spell item combos. But at the same time, it's relatively simple. So the mechanical level of skill needed is pretty low, you know, compared to like first-person shooters, where first-person shooters can be really tough. You know, the movement of Quake or Team Fortress, or, you know, the gunplay of Counter-Strike can be really intimidating to get into. And there's certainly stuff about Dota that's intimidating, like the depth of hero knowledge that you need. I mean, it's intimidating for me as a caster, because it's just like, oh my god, I don't know everything, you know, but there's just all of these interactions that, like, how can you really know? Like, just the way that different spells work against each other. Some of these things, you can theory craft it for sure, but some of it you just sort of have to experience it, either as the player controlling the hero and going, huh, maybe I can do this, or as the player on the receiving side. Certainly, you know, with a lot of these esports, watching this stuff and seeing these combos, you're like, oh, that's how it works. Like, they just blew up Z-Freak there with that ambush and initiation. You're going to go for the combo again. Tavo jumping in, the Ice Blast right on point. Doubled up stuns, but that damage there is what they need just to get this over with and done. So no problem there. They'll be able to take the top tower and make some more progress onward. They're also going to be able to try to grab Roshan here, which basically gives you an item, the Aegis, which is like a 1-up. So that's pretty helpful, because, you know, you can die, come back to life. Reincarnation. Pretty cool. Yeah, Pango got deleted in the trees there. And they're on the edge of going in here, but, you know, not going to be able to really kind of put together an effective enough challenge on this. Chen gets taken out pretty quickly there by Limp. Just jumping forward. Hitting him with that blast. That blast. Keep calling it that, but unstable concoction. I like Dota at least because I think that's the first rush, to be honest. I didn't see a cheese. Let's check the cheese though, because we're getting hit with some real questions. Yeah, no cheese. So Roshan will drop items as things progress. Second time it's around, it will drop a cheese. Third time it will drop a refresher shard. Fourth time it drops an Aghanim Scepter, a consumable Aghanim Scepter. Pango getting Yule's up here by who, I guess, is the question. I guess that must have been AA before he got blasted down. Earthshaker also taken out. So all of a sudden, Complexity was on the up and up, but under some duress now. Solado getting aggressive here, initiating the fights. Pango goes down though. Chen buys back here. He does have his ultimate Hand of God, which provides healing globally. Raykill doesn't get out. He does not get out. Somehow Limp somebody else must have blasted him to get him low. I didn't think he was that low. And then Limp getting credit with the acid spray. The Medusa, though, also in trouble. E-Freight going down as well. So just like that, up and down, overextension from Solotl. Seemed like they had a chance there to get some good results. But you can see in the end, a big gold loss for them overall. Mainly the increase in gold for complexity making the biggest difference. But, you know, could have been the other way around. And Limp starting to get to that point as well. He's got a healthy 6 items. He's got a point booster. He very well might be 650 gold away from getting an Aghanim Scepter. And my thought would be that you give that to the Earthshaker first, just because that the additional change that makes to his initiation and his mobility is humongous. While you would give the second one to the Earthshaker, not the Earthshaker, excuse me, the Ancient Apparition, because his ultimate gets a good deal stronger for sure. His ultimate pretty devastating. And then also, you know, he hasn't bought a Midas. He's going into 4 staff. He's got some bracers. So he's just been able to play pretty straightforward. An Aghanim Scepter for him would be awesome. It's like farming so fast on yeah, he already got that Ag Scepter. Farming so fast on that Alchemist, it's hard to keep up. He might have actually already had most of the components on the way while I was talking about that before, honestly. That's a big boost for sure. Because now Z-Freak just jump around like a madman. The jump is, like I said, very good for initiation. Right now, Solotl, though, playing on the top side of the map, avoiding complexity here, who are peppered throughout this bottom half. Oh, yeah, I forgot you could do this. You can actually use keypad to go to whoever you want. You're like, oh my god. Which is pretty nifty. Panga. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, what's up, Cold? How's it going? Indeed, it has been a long time. I'm doing good, man. I'm been traveling around the world this year, just chilling. I got some more other big plans coming up. I don't know if I can talk about all of them yet. But yeah, good things going on right now. And looking for more of that freelance esports work. Holla at your boy. But yeah, just doing good, man. How about yourself? You still playing TF2? I've been casting a bunch of Highlander with the Critscast guys recently. Limp coming in here, and unfortunately for Ifrit, as he comes back from that Sleight of Fist, gonna get jumped into and just completely destroyed. Fissure, Unstable Concoction. A lot of damage coming out, a lot of stuns. Really solid draft from Complexity. A lot of options for him. And they're feeling certainly pretty comfortable now. Very fat, 26,000 lead. They were down on kills earlier in this game for sure. But have made their way back up. Spirit Breaker, hard to fight back from behind with him. You love to be able to use his skills to just kind of chase around the map, jump on people, and destroy. But, you know, once you start getting behind, you like see one lone person on the map. You can't always even trust that that's a good target to jump into. Get the Bloodthorn out on Sven. That's going to help out for sure. Yeah, shout out to boy Cold in the chat. Talking about the Switch, man. I love the Switch. Definitely interested in picking one up at some point to play some Mario Kart. Mario Kart for sure. Mario Kart. And Smash Brothers Ultimate. I mean, that game is really solid. I'm not that solid at it for sure. But Mario Maker also is another one that, like, man, I got down on the new Super Mario Bros. Wii, I think it was. And I really enjoyed that. The co-op play of that is like a ton of fun. It's real crazy. Just the levels were great fun. And always love the Mario games. And speedrunning is awesome. And the Mario Maker is like just another challenge. You know, I watched the 96 level Super Mario run that was at SGDQ. And I tried to speedrun Mario World back in 2003 or 2004 or something like that. And I had an okay time. There was some I don't know if it was tool assist or just some gameplay, and obviously like a lot of tech hadn't been discovered, and I was doing basic shit on console. But yeah, you know, it was fun practicing that. If you're watching on YouTube, my Twitch name is XTV Esports. Yeah, give me a follow over there. I do kind of stream on both. And someone's saying Mario Kart 8 has the graphics, Mario Kart Wii has the mechanics. I really like Mario Kart 8 though. I don't know if I can agree with that about the Mario Kart Wii mechanics. Thanks for the follow. Mouse. Could be a Mal55. But nice. Mario Kart though is so dope. Like I definitely throw down super hard on Mario Kart Double Dash. I love me some Double Dash. I mean, they have Double Dash on the Wii store or the Switch store, right? And then you can just plug in a GameCube controller through the Pro adapter or whatever. Man, makes me think bad naughty thoughts talking about Mario Kart Double Dash. Yeah, I mean Funky Kong's pretty dope. Yeah, the bikes are cool. I think is it the wheelies that were kind of questionable. I guess it was a pretty good balance. It was a pretty good balance though. I rip it up on Mario Kart. And yeah, I never played the DS one. Maybe I played it like just a touch. I heard the courses were really cool, but I think I was still getting used to kind of just playing, you know, physically playing it on the DS. Doing the wiggles was a little bit tough. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Complexity, just definitely taking the slow road on closing this game out, you know, but don't want to have any mistakes. You can see Z-Freak bouncing around. See, oh yeah, we got at least one more Ag Scepter out on the deck, the floor, whatever you want to call it. And I do believe these don't give the stats anymore. Again, you know, feel free to correct the commentator. This is something I got in a discussion with a friend of mine, and you know, we looked up the answer. Now that I'm casting it in the middle of it, haven't thought about it in a while. Sort of forget the answer. Mal55 coming through though. No stats, just upgrade. That's correct. I believe. Now the other question is, when he eats it, does he get the stats? And I think that's also no. He gets the other boost, right? Where it's like how many he gave out. That's how many damage he gets for it. You used to get the stats, which used to be the big deal. So it kind of got nerfed there. But handing out the upgrades is huge. Night Stalker or Sven could get the upgrade next. I think that the Sven is pretty cool. You can see there the Scepter ally bonus damage 125% under God Strength versus Night Stalkers, which Night Stalkers is pretty good for sure. as they pick off the Ember Spirit again, which is pretty unfortunate. He's got to be staying up and start building up that damage more and more. He's got a buyback, doesn't want to use it. Yeah, the Ag Scepter for Dark Ascension is pretty solid. Hey, sounds good, Cold. I need to run through Chicago sometime, man, so that would be fun to kick it for sure. Good to see you, buddy. All right, Spirit Breaker going for the ulti on Miracle to bounce him back in. That does go through that BKB. Shining gold effects means he is magic immune. He's dropped his boots, by the way, just so he can put in that Aegis. And might not be the moment. They do have the chemical rage on the Alchemist. Give him that crazy regen. Make it easy to push in, but still taking their time here, and they got the lanes pretty well pushed. Looks like he's got another Ags queued up. Again, I think that would be for Mr. Sven here, so that he can use that God Strength to share the damage. I don't know why this doesn't show me the Ags upgrade. Oh, maybe it's just... Yeah, okay, no, they did change it. Void is upgraded by the Ags Scepter. That is his newer one, a little bit different. Cuts the cooldown to quite a bit and adds a stun, though. As well as AoE. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy for sure. Yeah, makes it during the night 4 seconds slow with a 0.6 second stun, and the cooldown's reduced to 6. I guess that's cooldown reduced to 2, reduced by 2, not reduced to 2. These are different things. As 45 minutes into this game, and wow, complexity really barreling ahead on this net worth. Somehow Sven is been surpassing our Alchemist here on net worth, but I guess he's buying away these Ags and handing them off. That's certainly diluting his value. As he's got it in his backpack, and he's going to hook somebody up with that. These lanes very pushed out. Aegis getting reclaimed. We'll see if they back up and do the classic Dota 2 of like, we're gonna have to wait for Aegis again. So we do have the Ags ready. We do have God Strength ready to go here. They want to come in swinging, and certainly Night Stalker and Earthshaker with that bonus damage. That's going to help them out. Everybody's getting rich. Oof. Oof, look at that, yeah. AA, who does have a gold talent. He's at 3rd place here, but he's catching up to the Ember Spirit. And that's worrisome. Jump in initiation concoction coming out. There comes a very nice ice blast, as well as the fissure. Doesn't completely block off the Pango. He's going to hop over, get back into the fountain. Complexity, though, very healthy. We've got a buyback on the Spirit Breaker, but that Medusa is dead for 110 seconds. Another concoction being mixed up here. It's going to get thrown out there. Ifrit going to get taken out. We also have Hector the Chen getting killed. Jano about to go down as well. That's the Pango and the Spirit Breaker. Should be calling the GG here. And, yep, there we go. Nice try by Zalotl. But looks like Complexity going to be able to take this one. A little shaky for a second there, but just kind of needed to get that Alchemist cranked up. Ifrit not able to kind of avoid the kills on that Ember Spirit. He got slowed down for sure. And Medusa similarly didn't really get a chance to ramp up. So, and Alchemist, you kind of got this hero that can snowball early, can get that momentum, can get that cash, and then he can focus on spending it. Whereas Medusa and Ember Spirit, very late game heroes that as the game goes on, they can leverage their cash in very important ways. But both heroes, if they don't get that early mid-game momentum, they just feel really weak. They get steamrolled, and they just can't go anywhere anymore. So there's a lot of decent, good start for them in this game. But they couldn't keep the momentum up, couldn't keep the cash coming in, couldn't keep their main players safe, couldn't find the important kills that they needed to. So game goes away from them, but pretty much kind of what was to be expected from the result. Limp, very strong player. All right, stay tuned. I'll have some stuff on the screen and whatnot. I'll probably play some Minesweeper, but oof, actually shot my voice a bit. Ouch. Just brutal. Let's check in and see what's up next. Or, of course, some other broadcasts going on. J-Storm versus Beast Coast in 20 minutes. $20 minutes on the schedule. That's a important one. J-Storm lost against Forward. But at the same time, yeah, this game will probably be over quick. Let's see. Is that being played today? Okay, that's being played today. That's at 5:30. Okay. I think we're gonna do this one and the next one. 2 more games, and we'll probably call that pretty good. Because Series 7 tonight is scheduled for 5:30.
Dyer's middle tower is having a bad day.
That's 14th. Okay. Oh, that's right. Okay. Okay.
Dyer's top tower is about to fall.
Okay. What is this team name again? It's Old Suck Gaming. They do not have a page on Wikipedia. Poor bastards.
And here's a fortification
Somebody
for
should
Raiders.
change that.
Your place is here.
I've actually poked around a little bit with the Wikipedia. Wikipedia, pretty cool. But I'm a scribe when it comes to
Scan from Radiant.
programming. I guess with Wikipedia, something like that, I'm still like sort of hesitant
Is Dyer going
to dip my toes in
Dyer just wants
and screw up pages, but you know that's how you figure it out.
Dyer's middle tower has fallen.
It's like Old Sup Gaming. I'm gonna pick up 8 kill. That's something. Let me just throw some text on my stream real quick, fix some things. Yeah, we're just chilling right now. Forward versus Beast Coast. Oh no, J-Storm versus Beast Coast. That's what we're doing next. That's what we're doing next.
Dominating performance.
I think that's probably legible, right? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's legible.
Dire's top tower has some radiant
Double
shape.
damage.
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has some radiant shape.
Maybe we'll just do the chill, hands-off coffee cast of this one. I was like, no camera, auto director, swear, keep your hands up. I'm working on my Dota camera work though.
What's happening to Radiant's middle tower?
So once we get in that other game, feel free to give me any critiques of the camera work. Be like, yo, eXtine, you suck at Dota camera. And I'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm trying. So let me know if the probably maybe just a little quiet on the audio.
Look at Dire's bottom tower, Jax.
Oh.
It seems a lifetime ago I last gave thanks.
Pump it up.
You are too.
Let me know how my yeah, I think I might make, well, okay. Check. Hype. All right, yeah, maybe we don't want to. Maybe we don't want that gain on there. Okay, yeah. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, just checking the hype levels, you know. Just want to make sure, you know, if we have time to get hype. Like right now, CCNC in some trouble. Here comes the roar though from Snake King. CCNC staying alive, very low health though. He is living on the edge. Gets down to 5, and then nope, finally taken out by that Magnetize. But with 3 players going down, it's not really the best trade for our Dire players. Let's see the fight recap. They only get 160 less gold. But the experience change, that's really the big difference. The impact of that fight, if you will.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
Just had to do it. Just had to check.
To have this.
Oh, Eternal Envy is playing.
Dire's bottom tower.
Beast Coast Eternal Envy. Huh.
Oh, and there goes Dire's bottom tower.
Big boy Syndrin as well. Actually, while we're kind of just kind of chilling on this, oh, he's 1-0-5 in that game. Goddamn, Syndrin. I want to just double check to see how the European qualifiers are stacking up here. Ooh, man. Who's that bald? Oh man.
The rune of invisibility.
My boys, Chaos Gaming. Oh, they lost to Hippomaniacs. Damn. Got 2 tough games tomorrow. One's at 4 a.m. One's at 6:30. Damn. Wonder if I wake up at 6:30 to watch Chaos. Some surprises over in the European qualifiers. Asian City Esports though, have put up some results though in the past. We got Jonas and Fam, Pablo and Pexu. I forget what I know about Pexu, why that name's familiar. He must have stood in for somebody. Let's see if I can figure that out real quick here. It's on. Okay, he was on Vega Squadron for like 4 months. Lithium for a month and a couple weeks.
Radiant structures are fortified.
But I wonder if they got picked up by Vega. What happened with that? Okay, yeah, the team got signed into Vega, so he actually was with Vega for more like 5.5 months or something. So that's a little bit better. He was on 5 anchors, no captain.
That was, as they say, wicked sick.
Curious. Right now, though, this game, yeah, for sure, going the way of forward gaming. Forward gaming, my pick in the compendium for this region. Curious what your guys' pick was in this region. If you have a battle pass.
Dyer's top tower has some radiant shaped problems. Dyer's top tower has fallen.
Easy for ants. Dance. Uta belt. Alright, is that other game up? Yeah. You know what we're gonna do if this is in the draft? I don't know if you guys realize this. I know what I want to do though. Play some Minesweeper. Nice.
What's Radiant's battle plan anyway?
I got a record recently. It was a PR. That was unfortunate, and I was very proud of it.
It's Dyer's. It's Radiant's turn. Just who will guide them? What's Radiant's battle plan anyway?
Nope, not yet. Well, there we go. There we go. Ooh.
10 seconds. Just who will guide them?
Ah, shit. I didn't need to click there. Oh. This is like my streamer equivalent of a party trick. I pull out the Minesweeper and everybody's like, oh my god, I didn't realize somebody could do this.
5 seconds.
Thanks for the follow, whoever that was. I'll have to give you a verbal shout out in a little bit. I'm a little distracted.
It's Radiant's turn to pick.
Oh, that was a guess. Sometimes you just gots to do it though. Ooh. I almost guessed over there, but I didn't have to. And sometimes you like regret. Oh, what am I? Oh, Jesus. Sometimes you just regret.
10 seconds.
Who we got? Who we
5
got?
seconds.
Oh, Looster 200. Thanks for the follow, buddy. Shout out to Looster, man.
Dyer's turn.
Helps out with TFTV stuff. Greatly appreciated. We got Omni Knight for J Storm. Shout out to Fear, by the way, doing the drafting. Old man Fear coming from Oregon, Medford, Oregon. Yeah, oh, dude, I'm excited for tonight, dude. Fario Tech in some ESEA Invite playoffs, the final season. So much history. Actually, it's crossed my mind a couple times. I need to get back to Blech Ferrick, because he told me that you guys were putting together, you guys being Team Fortress TV, putting together some kind of recap material, just kind of going over history of ESEA and stuff. And I have all sorts of stuff in the XTV archives. Fuck. Ah, shit. Dude, is that a Dreamboat emoticon? Wow. It looks like Dreamboat. That also... Like, I feel like that could be somebody else. It's like on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, Shadow Demon for Beast Coast. I do like the name Beast Coast, but we all know that West Coast, Best Coast. Oh, almost screwed that up. I offer East Coast, Beast Coast as like the compromise. If I say West Coast, Best Coast, and someone's like, "Oh, I'm from the East Coast," but I don't really mean it. Actually, I mean, I don't know. I'm just joking. I don't know what calling East Coast, Beast Coast, what that's like trying to imply. It is a little bit more beastly out there, though. You gotta fight for what's yours. West Coast, we're like, oh, nah, man, it's cool. It's cool, man. That's why I'm West Coast, Best Coast, though. Oh, we fly in. Ah, shit. Estimate didn't say that was that good. So in the meantime, we've had Ancient Apparition for Beast Coast. They rounding off their support duo. Well, we have Centaur up top for J Storm, and that's sort of interesting. That's sort of kind of you know, something that's maybe a little out of the norm. I would sort of consider those characters to both play the same position, which would be position 3. Omni Knight, you know, does sometimes kind of get thrown around, you know, as kind of meta shifts and whatnot. Centaur Warrior as well. Sometimes people, you can kind of try to run him as a position 4, but he kind of needs the levels in order to do what he needs to do. So we'll probably see that be a Omni Knight position 4, which, as far as I know, I'm relatively certain that the games that he's been playing recently have all been like off lane. I know that he's been going up in popularity, and I've watched some of those games, but I guess I haven't seen them all. That's why I'm kind of saying, you know, some of those games he might have been running in position 4, but for me that feels like a little bit of a curveball. Yeah. Bans as well. Let's see. Wraith King, Mars banned out. Rubik Anti-Mage banned out. Juggernaut picked. Juggernaut always a solid option. I mean, he's got the spin. Shit. I can't believe I screwed that game up. He's got the spin for the magic immunity. That's, you know, great if Centaur's on you, or Omni Knight's annoying you, Omni Knight's jumping on you with other people, or there's purification might be raining down on you. Also certainly a good hero for Shadow Demon to pop the disruption on to make clones of, because he's just going to be swinging fast and aggressively as this kind of like game goes on, and he picks up more items and stuff. So that's a solid combo as well. And he's pretty self-reliant in the laning stage, so kind of having some heroes with him that are kind of on the weaker side. Okay, things are also getting interesting in this draft here, because Again, you have Enigma, that's kind of a position 3 character. And then you have AA and Shadow Demon. I did mention that I thought that was them picking their supports, which would seem to be the case, but I guess what I'm getting at is that that team seems kind of soft and squishy. You know, a lot of times, you know, my understanding of drafting, or what you might want to do, is have a you know, a mix of soft and hard, right? Right now that looks like just a little too squishy in the 5 through 3 positions for Beast Coast. Having Shadow Demon, AA, and Enigma, none of those characters really contribute super directly to an ongoing fight. You know, I mean, they all have some kind of initiation skills that are pretty helpful. They have some kind of ways that you know, do help your team out, you know, but at the same time, just as an overall fighting unit, you know, you're kind of weak. I definitely like what's going on a little bit more over on J Storm's side. The draft already just seems a little bit more balanced, where you have a lot of control, but you have a lot of support, and you have some killing power as well. I mean, Omni Knight, you know, he doesn't have fat right clicks, but he does have good magic damage. And he's just kind of spammy, obnoxious, and what is one spell that slows people? You know, he's pretty handy in a fight. Shadow Demon, you know, can spit some magical damage out and stuff, but you know, he's pretty squishy when it comes to right clicks. And AA is sort of the same as well. The last game that we were broadcasting, we saw that whenever he would get jumped on, he would just die super quickly, and that's going to be the case again. You know, there's not a whole lot added in terms of survivability. And Storm Spirit's pretty elusive. You know, he's not going to mind illusions, the Shadow Demon illusions too much, because he doesn't. He's not like a big stat hero. Probably Centaur is the one that J Storm would get most annoyed at being disrupted and having those illusions, because those will be kind of strong. Ah, shit. That was a decent time I had rolling there. Shit. We fly pretty good. Oh, shoo. Oh, what am I doing? Oh. What's up, Kanzi Wiz? Man, I won that 50-50, and I was like, ah, oh, sick, dude. I guessed my way through that. And then I went over here, and then I just screwed it up. Just screwed it up. So you can see band-wise catching things up on the draft here a little bit. We had Death Prophet banned out. We had Spectre banned out, anticipating the mid pick, anticipating the carry pick. We got Naga Siren, who's been very strong right now, as well as, well, I guess we will see what the mid pick that they choose to go with is. And in the meantime, I'm going to try to tweet out some hype real quick. Yow. What was I gonna do next? Sorry. Oh, Necrophos. Huh, that's interesting. Sorry, I just want to look. What game I was gonna do next. God damn it. What the fuck, Twitter? Almost there, ladies and gentlemen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got some promotional tweets out. Head over to @xtelevision, hit that retweet button, hit that like button, send me a snarky response, do whatever you want. I do care. I do care. Yow. I also need more coffee. BRB, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's just wait to prove yourself. Well, already remind and just forget. See? It came back.
Hey. Oh, we got a smoke out. Beast Coast trying to show that they are not the least coast. And go for first blood here. Disruption out on the Shadow Shaman and Fear. Old man Fear. Don't pick on the old man. They are going to nope, not let him get away as Roya getting the kill there. Let's go over the rosters here now that we have not missed first blood. Key things. I'm listening to TF2. God damn it. Thanks, Dayleagues. Sorry, we're just having fun here, anyways. And you know, I go through this on both the Twitch and the YouTubes. I'm streaming on both. Obviously, you're watching me on one of them. But on YouTube, I went through that where I like how to adjust it. Didn't want to change my title. I thought Twitch was cool. You hit update information and it's like, yeah, cool, bro. And then nothing happens. The lanes in this game seem like they're going crazy. We just got a bunch of supports running all over the place. Fear is trying to chase down. Oh my God, will he get him? Well, actually, it doesn't matter because he's got Ether Shock. I just caught that. Okay, I don't know. I think we're on the Dota 2s now. Just caught that he did not have say Hex or Shackles, either which would have let him interrupt that. Run down these rosters real quick. We got Resolution over on the Naga Siren playing on the top lane right now. Sometimes you do see the carries go up there. Quick shout out to his cooking video he did a long time ago when he was back on Forward Gaming with Jack, good old Korean barbecue Jack. And he's going to be laning basically up here with Fear on the Shadow Shaman, watching out for him. While we have Brax and Moose Moose on the Shadow Shaman, Brax on the Enigma. Over in mid lane, it's going to be Roya versus 9.gg. That's not really you, right? 1437 over here. Beating down IX Mike right now. What was it? Degen Aura. That's what I was looking for. I was like, what is the name of that aura that, you know, like, takes away your, like, stats? It's not, like, debuff. Oh, IX Mike taken down. We'll hit him with that cold feet to try to get an extra tower shot on him. So, score even now, 1-1. 1437 waiting for a second before he snags that there haste rune. Waiting for the perfect moment. True story, did play a game against Brax one time. Yep. And I lost. I think I was laning against Brax and Purge. While their team had Chen, Chen played by Chuan in the mid lane. Details could have been a little bit different, but indeed, I played in a game against Chuan, Purge, and Brax, and we got smoked. Blitz was on my team. Bless his heart, but we couldn't pull it off. Pretty sure I was playing an Elder Titan. Either that or Ogre Magi. Ogre Magi was the other one that I was spamming at that event. Pretty cool Red Bull event back in the day. Let's pull up the net worth though here, slacking on the stats, excuse me. As right down the shackles coming in from Fear. Brack's gonna be in a little bit of trouble here. Resolution though doesn't have the net, already used the mirror image. Fear gonna get the finish though with that fat 77 damage right click from the Shadow Shaman. Yeah, he's... Yeah, tagged up as Leo here, but at least Wikipedia is saying that's Mandy. Team's not getting their names right. Did want to check that that was 9, since I haven't been following the J-Storm roster too closely. Thought there was somebody else in on the mid lane, but indeed 9 is their player's name. IX Mike gonna go down here again in just a second. 1437 leading at kill for his mid laner. As 9 already TP'd back. He's got a full bottle. Roya, plenty of heals. Waiting for that Crow to get his boots. So things going pretty well here. Where my last hits at? Where my last hits at? Gonna go to F for last hits. Okay. So you can see mid lane very close. 27-2, 27-1. You also see Resolution doing pretty good up here. Moose in a little bit of trouble, but that disruption will enable him to get away. He's just very low on health. No stick charges, just a clarity. And Fear's trying to stay close to him. He's got shackles and the Ether Shock ready. Ether Shock not doing a ton of damage at level 1. Bounty's claimed on bottom though by IX Mike, while Resolution and Fear are able to get the top 2. So that's a pretty good split for J-Storm. Engagement going off top again here as Brax looking to get in here. Resolution though using the mirror image to bust some illusions out and try to scare off Brax and Moose. Wow. And those poison damage stacks, Shadow Poison, just pretty crazy. Gets the kill on Fear there. Nice. Roya, he's got his fingers crossed for a rune. What will it be? Oh, it will be on the bottom. It'll be Arcane, but it goes to his teammate Ancient Apparition instead of the smoked up Omni Knight, so that's all right. And IX Mike's coming bottom, so that'll hopefully give him a little bit more survivability versus this Omni Knight. Still smoked up, still lurking. And Roya quite sure how he got all the way around there. But he's going to run into Fear here. Fear still has the shackles and is able to get in range to drop that. With the DJ aura here of 1437, Roya going to have a tough time getting away. Ancient Apparition is here to help out. It's going to be Fear getting the credit for that with the Ether Shock. IX Mike, the helpless standby. Stander by. Bystander. Stander by. What am I saying? Anyways, already forgot this dude's name. Mandy. I'm assuming that was a dude. I'm sorry. Mandy Leonardo Santos Viana de something, according to Wikipedia. Anyways, Mandy's doing just fine down here on the Juggernaut, 2,700. You know, of course, a little bit more net worth would be nice, but that's quite all right. Enigma right up there as well, so kind of between the bottom lane and top lane, things are going pretty okay here for Beast Coast. But again, you know, it's early in the game. J-Storm not going to panic too much, and certainly having Naga Siren on your team means you're kind of taking a late game approach. Moo gets another kill on IX Mike, who's just kind of been having trouble. It's getting run down. The Omni Slash is going to return a kill here for Mandy. Also going to further chase into Moo, well, at least a little bit. Try to fight him under tower, engaged a little bit.
Radiant's getting friendly with Dire's bottom tower.
Jesus. Sorry, I'm just like checking things on the side here. And it's just myself killing time. Cool. We are correctly labeled as Dota 2. Welcome to the party. Hope you guys having a lovely Thursday. So Roya's rotated out of jungle a little bit, rotated into jungle, excuse me. Getting some farm there. He's giving up mid lane to AA. Try to get IX Mike that level 6, but he's going to come under attack here. Going to get killed one more time. That's going to get Fear closer to his ultimate. And will you show me? No, I don't know. And wow, whoa. Some places would consider that some BM. And he does apologize for that. Must have meant to spam something else on his chat wheel, or accidentally hit that. We'll just call it like that. You know, a lot of friendly banter in Dota World. Spamming voice lines and all that is fair game, but you know, the GG calls, that's a little too much. So certainly not done intentionally and apologized for, as it should be. Bounty Runes, J-Storm going to get the 2 on their side of the river. While conversely, Beast Coast, almost called them Battle Coast. Beast Coast grabbing their runes as well. Mandy and Roya holding down middle. TP canceled. 9 still in there though. I'm not crazy. There was another TP, right? Fear. Fear's still fighting over there as well. No, I must be crazy. Everybody else has got their TP still. And jump in here. The wards go down as well, so that'll provide quite a bit of damage. Disruption by Moon is trying to save some of that for Roya, but I mean, he's going to come out anyways at some point. When he does come out, he is going to be in the middle of them again. Gives you know, just some cooldowns a chance to come off. Moo will teleport over to get that experience. Bottom tower pinged out from one of the teams. That catapult doing some work, but our ancient apparition, will he get the deny? Will he get the deny? Yes, perfectly timed. That's actually you know, pretty important, as I mentioned before. A fair difference in the gold that goes over. Moo getting chased down now by Mandy. Has to watch out. very low health. Got the Shadow Poison coming across as well. But it looks like the Shrine being popped off and Mandy having to back up is going to allow him to get away. Try to swap out his items a little bit to get this Blade of Alacrity going. But 9 is here trying to punish him for that attempt to get in on Moo. But nicely timed with that Blade Fury, still protecting him. He's able to pop up to top and use that Shrine for some nice heals. Brax has got that Helmet Dominator going, one of my favorite items. And we've been seeing Enigmas build that instead of Soul Ring recently. Game pretty close. J-Storm with the kill advantage, but a slight gold advantage towards Beast Coast. You can see Roya, Enigma, and Juggernaut all farming away pretty healthily, while the Naga Siren, you know, still kind of needs to get some other items to really get rolling here. They're going to try to engage in the middle here. Moo has showed up, trying to hold Leo, aka Mandy, in place. The Ice Blast going to come in as well, and it looks like Moo's going to be in some have some problems here. As the Reaper Scythe comes through, gets the kill on him, locking him in place with that Ice Blast. Moo on that Centaur War Runner, pretty sturdy, pretty healthy. But there's a lot of damage coming down on him, and he does take the punishment for it. Gets taken out. He's going to try to laugh it off, though. You know, a small engagement, but Dota is, you know, a culmination of a lot of small engagements.
Dire's top tower has some radiant shape problems. Dire's top tower is under attack. I think Dire's fortification will work next.
Right now, Beast Coast, yeah, rotating down in the bottom jungle, trying to support that push onto the bottom tower. Resolution did get the top tower for Dire, so that's pretty nice. IX Mike getting a deep ward. This one pointed outwards, though, so wasn't able to see IX Mike walking in. We'll see him walk out. We'll see if they have a count of how many wards they have, though. Speaking of wards, the Serpent wards dropped on this mid tower. Should be able to get it, although the question is maybe Beast Coast can sneak in and deny. No, they cannot. 9 skipping around a little bit. He had a bit of a stun on him, but the Centaur War Runner ultimate is going to come out. You see all 5 here for Beast Coast. J-Storm, they're pretty content with this circumstance. They don't have to fight here, although 9, like I said, they don't have to fight, but 9 is like tempted. He's tempted. But instead, he's going to drift over there and realize that they have some sort of vision of him. Which, oh, he just... No, what did he drift into? Like, there should have been a Sentry Ward here for them to have vision. But there was not. So maybe one just expired right as he snuck over there. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Maybe they didn't even see him at all. But Dire... I'm pretty sure they must have spotted Moo off of that ward. And they have a lot of players over on that side of the map, but not sure if they're going to be able to do anything about it. Moo, though, kind of pokes his head out here again. Does have the Vanguard, does have some 6 charges, but he is vulnerable. And Shadow Demon, Moose is the one who's going to be gone on. Brax pulls out that black hole, though. Gets it on, too. Right now, Fear and Moo have gone down. The Omni Slash coming out as well. Not a whole lot of damage to 1437, who's used that Guardian Angel. 9 is still in there. Doesn't have a whole lot of mana to work with. Resolution slowly working his way over there. But then again, it's one of these circumstances that for this Naga Siren, it's like, do I continue to farm, or do I waste a bunch of time walking halfway across the map to not even be able to help my teammates? And he's just going to choose to farm, you know, which is kind of what you got to do at that point. So J-Storm starting to have a little bit of problems in this matchup, and they were my pick for this. No, excuse me. Forward Gaming was my pick. Forward Gaming is 3-0. Going to be playing up against Complexity next. And Complexity 1-1 after that last match that we saw, while Beast Coast Gaming our team here on the Dire, who seem to be picking up a lot of momentum on this match. They are 2-0 as well. So if they win this, they'll be 3-0. And they have 2 remaining matches today against Black Sheep and Zalotl. So Forward Gaming kind of after this matchup, Forward Gaming would be their next big prestigious matchup, and that's at the end of the round robin. So Beast Coast would be pretty happy and pretty content with the victory here. Of course, J-Storm a little bit more in need of it, just being 1-1 right now. Top 4 teams do advance. And the oh yeah, ouch. Unfortunate for Resolution, some tips getting thrown his way to sort of flame him there. 3 players tipping him out as he used that song to get the to try to get away, but with the Blade Fury coming out, it was actually in the Ice Blast. The Blade Fury was actually able to last just long enough to get Resolution below that threshold and get the kill. And I just want to point out as well, vision-wise, fairly locked in from J-Storm, while Beast Coast has a good vision of both their side of the map and the enemy side of the map. So they should be able to, you know, have good understanding of where players are, where players aren't. I find that the Helm of the Dominator creep also pretty useful for that. Moo's going to jump on IX Mike here, who's on the side here. Brack's trying to jump in and throws down the Midnight Pulse. The Reaper Scythe comes out as well on the Shadow Shaman that gets the kill on Fear. Moo's able to rotate away. That Ice Blast not really scratching him too much. But Beast Coast certainly going to be pretty happy with the results of that gank attempt from J-Storm. But we're going to have a fight in Roshan here. But this is a fight, you know, or the circumstances of this fight, a lot easier for Beast Coast to be the one kind of popping surprises out here to make aggressive plays. For J-Storm, you know, they just don't necessarily have the lineup. Can jump in to contest this. I mean, 9 is there. Roshan low. We're going to send some illusions in to scout this out. So there's the possibility 9's going to jump in for it. He does. He comes across a little bit early. Still zipping around there. Radiant does get the kill on the Roshan, but Mandy gets the kill, or gets the Aegis. And if they can jump away with that and just wards used, that would be nice. But it looks like Moo going to be in some serious trouble here. Plenty of players around him. He gets one last stomp off. So it's not really a clean trade, but they give up the Centaur kill, which you can see is 232 gold to Necrophos. Just some scraps the other players. But considering that they took down the Roshan there, monetarily wise, that is in their favor. Just from getting that kill. So, I mean, that's positive. But Mandy does have that Aegis to play with. And we'll pick up either the Mithril Hammer or the Javelin pretty soon here. One-handed camera work. And J-Storm TP'd some players bottom. The Juggernauts are TP'd players top, excuse me. Juggernaut is pushing out the bottom lane. And drawings on the map seem to indicate Jug telling his teammates, yo, come this way, bros. Yo. That's the Swedish yow. And Resolution under attack from Mandy right away. Fear's on the side, though, waiting for this Blade Dance to... what? Blade Fury, Blade Dance to wear off. Then going to get the Shackles on him as well. And that's going to pop the Aegis. These two players, though, from J-Storm are going to be in some trouble, though. And they're actually just both going to TP out. So, basically, yeah, end result of that Roshan fight is that the Radiants get the kill on Roshan. They lose Moo, but they are able to take the Aegis out for free. So, basically, in the end, that's in their favor. Haven't really had to concede a whole lot for that. Wards were also thrown down, but they do have the Serpent Wards ready to go again. So again, no real loss there. Some decent, well, some split push coming out from Moo. Not the best for the tower damage. He can deal with the creep wave pretty well, though. We do have a TP back from the Juggernaut. Moo will just blink into the trees here. And Mandy not going to try to search for him, just drawing out. Let's go this way. Moo's still lurking over there, though, and blinking around, so he hasn't TP'd out. He's kind of, you know, pinging us, well, hey, I'm going to cut the waves up here. Let's keep the pressure up. Resolution still farming away. Not really that close to the next item. Our Storm Spirit here, we'll get the gold for, or most of the gold for Bloodstone if he wants that right now. Actually, is enough gold to finish that off, a point booster. Yep, there we go. So Bloodstorm rolling for Storm Spirit. If you can pick up some more kills with that, get some charges on that, then obviously that's going to be a big benefit for the team. Certainly going to be an important task for them to try to accomplish here. Yeah. Got up a little early today, excuse me. Lines being drawn on the map. But the team's kind of still slow to interact, taking their times, developing their strategies and their game plan here. Let's see what we got here for items. So Molnir in the works. Roya building into Radiance and very close to it. Has the money for it now, actually. And yeah, actually witnessing that go down. So that's a nice pickup for sure. The evasion will be nice under the circumstances, as well. You know, obviously the magic damage that Radiance brings will help Roya, you know, kind of stay on top of this farm game as well. Make sure that he's got his income coming in. Moo building into a BKB. Fear just trying to get his money. Certainly might turn that into Yule's. What he's got queued up. Tranquil is probably the more outside choice, you know. Probably needs a little bit more mana regen. But Tranquil's, you know, good option. Dire a little slow to respond to this, but they're lurking in the Radiance jungle and just kind of conceding that tower. IX Mike dropping some wards. We'll get D-ward a sentry at least. Yep, that one right there. Or just ignores it, I guess. It's just fine too. Doesn't want to give away the existence of his ward. And move up top here. But backing up. Mandy sending the illusions to try to help push out. Oh, lordy. I did get more coffee, though, so that was a plus. And charge coming out here from Centaur Warrunner. They're also going to send out the Storm Spirit to get on, right on top of Roya and get the pick off there. That's certainly a great pick off. Looks like he wants to build into Lotus Orb as well. Certainly plenty of choices, uses of that for the Purge and Reflection capabilities. Resolution pretty far forward as he's trying to farm the jungle of the Dire. Sees a double damage, we'll take that. East Coast wants to lurk into their own jungle. Try to clear that out, maybe find a kill here. Gonna use a disruption to make some copies of Mandy. And does split them up, send them around. Gets a ping out from J-Storm. Oh, but that Hex instantly destroys illusions. So that's pretty handy. Smoke out from the Dire. Certainly plenty of pings as these players jockeying for positions. Bottom pushing, which also sort of creates the question of like, well, no one's directly defending bottom, then where's the team? But Mandy does go over there. Excuse me. And these two teams might bump into each other in just a second here. As J-Storm trying to push out the top lane, but Beast Coast feeling like they have the better positioning here. Practicing that inside in close. Midnight Pulse takes some trees down. Mu though popping the BKB and TPing out. Looks like the black hole will be used to keep 1437 in place. He had the repel combined with his TP. He was on his way out. But that black hole does go through BKBs. Question is whether that was worth the 180 seconds. Played with an Enigma the other day, and he was a little hesitant. And certainly, generally speaking, just getting a kill is just way more important than holding on to that ultimate. So, if you see the good opportunity to get a kill with something that has a long cooldown, you probably should still just go for it. Probably. Resolution standing in pit. Just trying to see Roshan's back. Keeping some tabs on that. Roya, not too far off. About 1,000 gold off from that Lotus Orb. So he's progressing nicely. Naga Siren has taken the lead in the overall net worth. He's going for Heart of Tarask. 1,100 gold away from it. Juggernaut going pretty fat as well. And we actually got to pop out Roya in a kind of an awkward position. Moose has been taken out as well. And there goes IX Mike. Going to be in trouble. So it's both the supports and Roya taken out. And Beast Coast being caught out of territory. Wrong spot on the map. That's a pretty significant fight. Does swing the gold advantage. Back over to J-Storm. Well, they also have a nice difference in experience. 19-18 for Beast Coast. Well, we got 19-18-18. J-Storm definitely doing a little bit healthier. And J-Storm going to take Roshan here, second Roshan out of the game, so there will be a cheese here as well. And this time in this engagement, Beast Coast's not really in a position to be able to contest. They certainly have some heroes that can contest, can fight in the Roche Pit, such as Enigma. Just, get on the edges, drop that Midnight Pulse, drop that ultimate, that black hole, as well as, of course, the Ice Blast, classic disaster plays, as well as, just Necrophos's Reaper Scythe, pretty deadly and convenient, and then the Ogre Omni Slash. But not enough, and Mu is going to get that cheese. It was more that they just weren't even close than necessarily that they don't have enough spell power or something. They need a little bit of vision and certainly presence, and the dire, pretty nasty, AoE team fight stuff that they have. Just a little hesitant. Roya, maybe in a little bit of danger. Just in case that Moo, you know, starts feeling real confident. I mean, they can see Roya. You know, like, that's no question. Moo does show his face up top, but Beast Coast certainly have less of an idea of what's going on. Man. And the lightning bomb in from 9. He's going to throw some damage on Brax. Brax pops that BKB. That's his 9-second charge, and he does have a black hole, but instead he's just going to try to TP home. IX Mike in some trouble. Does get the Ice Blast out. That turns into an Omni Slash. They're trying to split it up, and that does take Moo down. So it's kind of a 2-for-1. They do get the Omni Slash used. And drop Moo, but, you know, considering that Resolution and 9 are still in there, mixing it up, it's pretty good. They want this tower as well. I mean, if they get more kills out of this, there's certainly the opportunity here. Braxton's down the Midnight Pulse, but he doesn't have the BKB. And with Fear lurking around, he's super hesitant to get in there and drop the black hole. So that means that they're going to give up Roya and they're going to give up the tower. And I mean, let me put it this way. As a player who is Ancient 2 because he spams one hero and knows that he's not the best at Dota, I know that there are certain things that good players do not do. Let's put it that way. You know, so like, you know, yes, sure. Sometimes, you know, it's like, I mean, this is a good thing to remember. You know, it's like if you're a support player and you like put a ward down that you like know is maybe sort of a little risky, but you get the ward down, they don't know where you warded, but they kill you. You're like, okay, you know, I mean, you steal like 2 bounties and then you die as a support. You're like, okay, that's fine. But that's sort of like lose a fight and then be like defend, you know, have a tier 2 tower up and then send one player forward and then they die. That's not what the top pro players should be doing. Let's put it that way. So unfortunate for them to lose that tower. Certainly feel that that's kind of a little bit sloppy of a give up for him. I mean, not necessarily just lose that tower. You sort of, as games get tough and go on, you just sort of expect to lose towers. But to lose Roya with that tower, I think was the big unfortunate play that had happened there. He's got the Lotus Orb. That's not going to protect against the Hoof Stomp. But we'll protect against, you know, Double Edge. Yeah, I forgot they made Retaliate castable. Which is weird. And we got to charge in. He's just charging around to... what? Okay, anyway, sorry. Hearing things. I heard the zip in, but that was no big deal. He's just kind of zipping around to get some extra farm. Thought I heard an Omni Slash, and I was like, what? Where's that coming from? Nothing. No fight is happening. Unexpected. And that's because it didn't happen. That's why it was unexpected. But they got the smoke out here. And we'll see. Aegis does expire. But again, you can kind of see the vision game. Beast Coast really kind of been locked in. They don't have the vision. They are smoked up over here. And we'll run right into Moo. Still has this blink up. Questions whether he'll figure if it's just Leo there, figure there's a bunch of people there, or if he just wants to go on it anyways. And he is actually going to go for that blink, but ends up just hitting Enigma's Eidolons and his creeps. We have a disruption out as well. That's just on one of Resolution's illusions. Illusions. Beast Coast did get one kind of forward ward out. But Nine's been playing very strong. It hasn't, I don't think, died at all. Died much since he got that Bloodstone. So 21 charges on it, which is nice. Roya just walking out. I mean, sees Moo is just standing there. Pings have been exchanged. Mandy on the low ground here, and actually going to walk right into a stomp. So nice stomp. Good timing there by Moo. Lotus Sword popped out on him. IX Mike is like, oh, is there an observer here? Nope, just your demise. As he gets jumped on and taken out. Nine bouncing around as well. Has the player disrupted. Brax got thrown in there just to try to keep him alive. There's another frag coming out here. Roya in trouble once again. We'll see if there's going to be a zip forward to try to gun him down. No, Nine a little bit more self-controlled here, but he does have really strong mana regen, plus 68 mana per second, and must be feeling real good. But I think they're just going to try to push top down here. Top down, still spinning, and Naga Siren just definitely very dangerous hero right now. Once they get rolling, they get those levels, hard to counter with the push, and just everything that they're just kind of doing, you know, throughout the game. Roya taken down again. He's got to buy back to play some defense. A tower has been taken down, so they could back up now and take shrines. They sort of do ping out in that direction. Still have some wards throwing damage over on the melee racks, but of course if they can't get those melee racks, they will regenerate. And Resolution and Moo head over to try to put some hurt on the shrine. But fortifications have come out, and the top mostly cleared out. Resolution will be able to get the shrine, though, without anybody from Beast Coast coming over to contest. Oof, net worth going solidly in the favor of J Storm now. Solid split push from them as well. Just two illusions for Juggernaut pushing up top. Resolution, though, has his own illusions to send up there. The double butterfly. Plus Scotty, Mana Style, and a Heart of Tarask. He's living comfy for sure. They're going to be able to get the range racks with those Naga Siren illusions. 40-minute runes coming up soon here, so Radiant might still be kind of cautious about things and hesitant to push out at the moment. They also have an eye on Roshan. I mean, that seems like a pretty good kind of series of events to go through to get a refresher. I guess you probably put that on the Naga to get a refresher, an Aegis, and another cheese, as well as the 40-minute runes. That just seems pretty, yeah, explanatory. And there you have it. 1, 2, 3. Brax looks like they will try to walk over. They will try to get one rune, if not two. Roche has been pinged out, but J-Storm still just kind of lurking around, thinking about getting some frags. He's going to jump all the way over on Leo. He gets stunned right away. That must have been a bash. Zipping around, they find Brax. This is a lower duration BKB, 7 seconds. So unfortunately for him, that's starting to get kind of low. And they'll be able to get +1 here as the Hex out from Fear moves up top here. And 9 still just kind of zipping around. Now you sort of wonder, okay, well, now you've gotten that pick-off kill. Are you going to go back for Roshan? But it's just got such great waves here that it seems like they just want to stay with it. They're trying to pressure this. Okay, well, if you just ignore bottom, catapults are going to get it, which catapults are going to get it. And yeah, okay, now they're going to back up. So just the one outer tower It's... Oh, oh, oh. Nope. I take it back. No more outer towers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 barracks left. One for each player on the team. And the third Roshan going to go down. Yeah, fear for the why refresher, that was the word I was looking for. Fear will get that refresher shard, and that makes sense. I was looking at it kind of wondering who you put that on. That makes way more sense than Naga Siren. What was I thinking? Oh, we gotta pause. DC from resolution. Looks like things will pick back up here in just a second, I'm sure. Let me know your guys' thoughts on the matchup. Welcome if you're just joining us. We're just tuning into this North American group stage of the closed qualifier bracket. Forward Gaming getting their win in this series pair. Forward versus Complexity will be our next matchup here. Planning to do this and that one. A go was called. Now there we go again. I guess maybe the go was called by Beast Coast. Yeah. And Roya trying to lead the defense here. They're a little bit split up just with Mandy on the top lane. Looks like Fear threw down one set of wards, then refreshed. This is a little bit spread out here as 9 goes down, throwing away that Aegis. That's all right, though. No big deal. We do have a refresher out here from Brax, who's going to throw down that black hole right on top of 9. Actually might be a big deal. Fear has dropped down those second Serpent wards, but those got cleared up about just as fast as the first ones. The the Omni Slash out here from Mandy, so far this fight going very well for him. They do lose Brax, who's going to buy back, and it looks like it's the buyback from 9 actually, who's starting to swing this fight back in the way of J Storm. Frag's coming out now on Roya, who's down for 120 seconds. Mandy still running around, doesn't have buyback. Where's buyback status? Is that I? Yeah, buyback status. As you can see, nobody on the Dire side having buyback. Mandy, if he can get some kills, could actually get that buyback status. Could actually get that buyback in not long here, but he has to watch out. 9 still zipping around like a madman. Didn't lose too many of his Bloodstone charges. 23 still what he has. Loaded up, ready to go. Leo with the Glimmer Cape will be able to escape out of Fear's shackles. But now it's IX Mike going down. Leo in a little bit of trouble. He's doing okay here. But the zip arounds continue, and the last barracks is going to go down. Now Mandy in some trouble. And still, oh no, does have buyback here. Just barely got it. 40 gold extra. But another big frag here. This time is Moose going down. Leo trying to get out here to continue the fight. The Illusion's chasing down Brax, but no, Brax stays alive. But it's still Mega's out here. Still got Moo banging away. 3 players dead. IX Mike's going to call it. Roya chimes in as well with the GGs. Well played by J Storm. Beast Coast certainly had some good moments. Seemed like they had the edge there for a bit. Able to get the first Aegis, not the first Roshan, as that kill did go to 9. J Storm have been looking good in the lead up to this event. Last couple of events, J Storm putting in some pretty solid results for where they're at. So they're going to be pretty happy with this win. Beast Coast certainly going to be disappointed with that loss. Still 2-1. That ties them up with J Storm in the bracket, and Black Sheep not playing right now. Black Sheep, if they pick up a win in the next game up against Zalotl, they will actually also be tied for 2-1, and that will be Beast Coast's next match up against Black Sheep. So That'll be a game to watch later tonight. And I mean, in fact, Zalotl haven't picked up a win yet. They had a good start to their game earlier up against Complexity, but not able to last. We saw the end of that game. So up against Beast Coast at the end of the night. That'll be a interesting matchup, kind of like a mini round robin actually tonight. Black Sheep versus Zalotl, Black Sheep versus Beast Coast, and then Zalotl versus Beast Coast. So those are some of the games up ahead of us for North America. We're going to be headed to Forward Gaming versus Complexity next. Scheduled start time in 5 minutes. We need to watch. Okay, scheduled start time in 5 minutes. I'm going to take a little potty break. Yep, and then be right back. Let me just set some text up before I go. Yo. That ain't right. Cool. BRB, ladies and gentlemen, let me put on some music for you. What is this shit? Ow. It's a Minesweeper time, ladies and gentlemen. Like that, the text is in the way of the high score. Unacceptable. Scoreboard. Hopefully, the high score. Are we flying? Fuck. We were flying, and then I fucking guessed. It looked right, but it was wrong. I think I had a way to know that. I think I was just wrong. Oh shit. Draft started. Should be a good game, ladies and gentlemen. I'll take another look at the table scores just to make sure that I'm accurate. But I know that these teams are towards the top of this bracket and need these points. Let me look at that real quick again, and then I'm going to keep at the Minesweeper while we just go through this draft. I'll keep you up to date. Forward Gaming 3-0, Complexity Gaming 1-1. Losing a game to Beast Coast. Fuck. Got kind of shafted in that corner. Wasn't a whole lot I could do. That corner, however, is a little bit nicer. Feel like there's some logic there on the left that takes a little bit more calculation than I'm capable of on the fly. Fuck. That was, you could call it like an educated guess. I think the odds
10 seconds.
were like pretty good in my favor that that was just like not going to be there.
5 seconds.
Ah, fuck. 50-50. Okay, now that we have a second. So, like, see, this is the thing. This one was reduced to 1, because there's 2 over here. This one's still 2. This one was still 2. And this one was 1. So... Wait, yeah.
Turn to luck.
Oh, no. This one was 2. So I think 4 2s in a row is the outside ones. Guaranteed. Yeah. Because 3 2s in a row, the middle one is guaranteed like that, so...
5 seconds.
Yeah, that was a raw guess. Ah, shit. I had a straight guess I had to do in there, but then I fucked up the end of it because I didn't have to. Alright, I should have known. I should have known.
5 seconds.
Fuck. Enigma again. I mean, he's a pretty popular hero for pretty good reasons. He's a pretty cool guy. Contributes to the party atmosphere. Pyrotechnics. Dude, this music just kicked up in tempo a bit. I was about to headbang, but then I was like, fuck. I needed to focus. And I fucked it up. I fucked it up. I didn't have much hope there. Oh shit, getting hella lucky. I'm just making stupid dumb guesses and coming through. Come on. Actually, it was like a pretty decent time. I wasn't that far into it. It was kind of one of those like I'm jumping around, getting a lot of mines cleared, so my time might not have been accurate. I don't know. That was a pretty good section. Fuck. He's doing pretty good there. Pretty sure I had a guess there. I mean, I could have maybe had like come all the way around the other side of it, but sort of a lucky guess of one of those like, this is probably the more like distributed, less complicated. Oh, we're in the end game. Oh, 78 seconds. Okay, that's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. That's definitely nothing to be ashamed about. Wraith King's been showing up a lot lately, it seems like. Sorry, I'm not the stats man. I don't have hard facts for you. Take that as a first-hand account, though. I have seen a lot of Wraith King. I mean, strong hero, TBH. Might have to guess here. Yeah, fuck. Okay, I was only like 15 seconds into that one, but it gave me a good estimate. I think I was gonna have to guess there anyways. Just kind of shut off. Ah. Okay, we're nearing the end of this draft. Hopefully we can get one or two more. Probably just one more game. That's solid in here. That hurts until that comes through. Woo! Ah, son of a bitch. There was a raw 50-50 in there that I won. A raw 50-50. And then I lost. Fuck. Oh, that was right. Okay, cool. I flagged that one way earlier, and I was pretty sure I was right, but I was nervous about the logic. So I was like kind of keeping a half eye on it. fuck off. Oh, that was actually like one total misclick there. That shit. Open that up and then I couldn't finish it. Ooh. Okay, I like that warlock. God damn it. Wasn't really the best start. It seemed like a pretty good opening at first, and then I look back over at the stats, it was like, not that great. That was pretty good.
10 seconds. 5 seconds.
Ah, shit. Yeah. I think that was a full guess. I mean, that's why I just did it, because... Ah, shit. Pretty good. Ooh, 10 seconds on the clock, so they're taking their time on this. I mean, maybe they do know what it is. Maybe they're just kind of having an extra chat about what their game plan is. Impossible for us to know. But they do go with the sniper. And we do got a pretty killer game of Minesweeper going here. So give me just a second to wrap this up. And we will get this underway. Oh, yes. My kingdom for an opening. Dude, fuck. Okay. What's up, Yuzhen Wong? I've been playing Minesweeper since 96. Something like that, dude. Win 95, probably when it shipped to Win 95. Not too long after that, I started like really trying to play it fast and trying to get times and whatnot, you know, but been a while to go from sub 100, which was like my first like really big milestone, to like sub 90, sub 80. Definitely took me a while to get sub 70. It took me a long time to get a sub 70, and then there was a time period where it was really hard for me to chip away at it, and somehow the record that I got was just like insanely good. It took me a while to beat my record, like 8 years or something like that to beat my record. It was crazy, but then I was able to I beat it a couple weeks ago. My record's 61.3. Yeah. And the world record is insane. Let me turn this off.
This is where you prove yourself.
Yeah, I mean, there's some world records out there. Some people that have played. Some videos that you can see online. I'm not sure what's on YouTube. Honestly, I should check, because I have. If you search eXtine Minesweeper, you can search a video that I did. But I should actually do my latest score, and I don't know what else is up there in terms of Minesweeper videos on YouTube. Let's get underway here, though. 343 on the Shadow Demon, Limp on Sniper, Miracle on Wraith King, Z Freak the Enigma, Tavo playing Spirit Breaker. Over for Forward Gaming, looks like they're having a bit of a mic issue. Pylite Die on the Warlock, CCNC on Leshrek, Snaking on Omni Knight, Yawar on Sven, and MSS on Crystal Maiden. I would say that I favor this team here. The Forward Gaming team. Okay, looks like we're good to go now. So play has resumed in the world of Dota. And we'll have Sven, Warlock up top, Snaking paired off with MSS on the bottom. So plenty of health, plenty of heals, plenty of magic damage, plenty of physical damage. Pretty well balanced team. Sort of like forward gaming a little bit more. Kind of, I guess, similarly to my worries last game, which proved to not matter. A little worried about forward gaming's supports. You got Warlock, you got Crystal Maiden. That's a little squishy. A little squishy. But, you know, both of them give sustain in different manners. Warlock giving sustains via the Shadow Word and his heals there. Crystal Maiden giving sustain through her mana regen. And Tavo takes a good amount of damage. Gonna give a tip out to Yyyyaaaaoooo, but nothing too crazy. And got the sentry blocking the small camp down there. A big camp blocked as well, so neither of those camps going to be spawning. Limp versus CCNC. So pretty heavyweight clash of titans here in the mid lane. Certainly have to keep our eyes on how that develops. Shaq has some good tools to deal with Sniper, but of course he's a very, very annoying matchup in a mid fight. And Z-Freak grabbing the range creep from middle. And then going into lane, going into jungle here, so we essentially just have Spirit Breaker solo, Z-Freak, position 4, jungling it up. And that's certainly an interesting variation. We've been seeing most teams that are running this Enigma kind of run it position 3, but kind of this passive position 3. Team Liquid have had some kind of different variations in the last couple months when they did bust out the Enigma. I think they did both Mind Control and GH on it at different times. I just walking straight up with that Shadow Word. But that's really going to be annoying. Tava just having 2 tangos to deal with here. CCNC, 1 tango left for his heals. And we'll use it now. So just down to a Fairy Fire there. While Limp will kind of continue to just peck away. Just switching to a net where I see that Snaking actually been able to get some work done. 9-1 on the last hits. Sven 11-5. Well, yeah, mid lane pretty hotly contested. Those players both even on 9-3. Although CCNC went to go grab that Arcane Rune. Tavo. Out of heals, hoping to get the money for boots. Just in case he dies here. Nice little tree juke. He's got health to TP back if he wants. Indeed, he's going to. The Complex Boys. Still rocking the TP back. Has the old logo particle effect. See if we get that new Complex Boy logo set up. If they were indeed to qualify for TI. I think that's probably why they still have that old logo. So Tavo charging back out here. Nothing really going on down there. Checking last hits again. It's the Sven. Yyyyaaaaoooo just leading the way. But snaking a decent second. The 3 mangoes. I love it. CCNC has taken a fair amount of damage here. Ooh, another little headshot there. Got a salve and a tango shipped out to him. So he's going to eat those up and then poke his head back out here again, feeling just fine. Just peachy. So 4 minutes into this game, 0-0 is the score. Z-Freak heading towards that Helm of the Dominator. Has the headdress ready. a pull going on over the side here. MSS going to poke over to say what's up. Tavo spamming voice lines as he needs a shadow word and some fatal bonds. He's just trying to survive, man. Just a space cow trying to do his thing. 5-minute runes are going to come up. Line drawn on the map. Off color is sort of interesting. It's like, well, maybe he's just calling out that Enigma is going to rotate over for the bounty rune. Probably is the case there. And a good rotation from Yyyyaaaaoooo to snag that up. And in the meantime, missing first blood over here on the fight by the rune as MSS gets the kill on it. Cole's 343 did get the bounty rune, but giving up first blood a little unfortunate. And Crystal Maiden doing pretty good. She's got brown boots and playing a little bit more in that pause 5 role or pause 4 role, which is sort of interesting to see what she might do with that extra farm. But she's in a strong place right now. That mana going to be very helpful for everybody. She gets a blink dagger. Then you know, her positioning that she's capable of doing for ultimates is fantastic. Z-Freak waiting for the rune. Sees it's a arcane. We'll just grab it. Looks like they're sort of positioning to try to go on CC&C here. Well, yeah, at least just push this lane. Z-Freak grabs one of the creeps. And 343 in position, but I guess they're waiting to see what might happen. This looks like there was a rotation here. Both of MSS and Pylai die. They've kind of suspected that both of those supports are MIA for the Complex boys. Tavo, again, just hanging in here, soaking as much XP as he can. He's behind on levels, certainly behind on gold as well. Not able to do a whole lot up there. Z-Freak not far off from that Helm of the Dominator. He's coming towards it very quickly here. 400 gold away by minute 7. Limp, level 6. No point in Assassinate yet. Just in case the opportunity does present itself. 343 with a D ward. Tavo in some trouble. He's got one wand charge and a little bit worried about it. Was going to be close. I think he would have either been safe just at the very end or would have just popped that charge right at the last just to make sure that he was safe. Wasn't going to get killed, but this way holds on to the wand charge. And speaking of charges, can just get himself right back out there. Might even possibly get a bash into a creep kill if he's lucky here. Oh no, he's going to stop his charge. Probably let die pinging over. He's going to get a stack over there. Just the one. Oh no, he does. Yeah, okay. Just the one. Was a little bit slow on that one. I didn't think he was quite going to be able to get that. Stack them creeps. Pilot die, finding an observer ward. That's a nice pickup. MSS running around. Maybe just sort of faking out that he's going to ward. 343 with the leftover of the haste. Sprinting back to bottom. Stinking drops a rune. Sorry, those are my pings. Not 343's. I literally, I'm like sipping my coffee and I like look down at the mini map. I'm like, oh man, something's happening top left. And indeed, Tavo goes down. Z-Freak was over there nearby. Does have a point in the black hole. At the moment, doesn't have the mana for it. We'll be farming this large camp under the watchful eye of that observer ward. Meantime, that camp that was stacked by Pilot Die taken out. Yeah, I can turn the Dota volume up a little bit. Thanks for asking. There is volume on it, but yeah, maybe a little bit low. That's probably better, but let me know how that is, Joshua. Thanks for chiming in. Snaking down here. I had to, yeah, excuse me. I had to double check that because we do have the Helm and the Dominator out here for our Enigma. So I wasn't sure if that creep was Enigma creep. Miracle trying to go for the body block and gets the very first one. Well, and Snaking just pops the phase boots. So there goes your body blocking. There's that Hellbearer Smasher under control of the Radiant. MSS going to get charged into by Tavo. He's going to be able to get plenty of damage. Not going to be able to get the kill himself, especially as CCNC shows up here. Hellbearer Smasher says, Hellbearer Smash! Goes out that Thunderclap. Actually going to get taken out. And Tavo going down. I guess charging into MSS and not having the goods to do it. So Forward Gaming, 3-0 lead here is Complexity. Just not quite on the right side of that razor edge. Lim picking up Midas. 11 minutes. Not a bad timing for him. And, you know, mid-fight went okay. Things starting to transition now. So if he's going to pop in a jungle and other things. But the question maybe remains to be seen if it's going to be a long, drawn-out Midas sort of game. I mean, we have this Midas on Miracle, and not sure what he would do with that, except for a hand of Midas. And that makes me nervous. You know, Omni is, I don't know, kind of early to mid-game hero. I mean, he certainly does quite all right in the end game, late game. But, you know, Forward Gaming do have some heroes that all of a sudden can just, push that tempo on you. I mean, Crystal Maiden, just with the mana that she gives out to her teammates, can kind of maybe throw off your calculations. Nice stack. Warlock with his Golem could just kind of run down and get kills. Certainly Shadow Demon has some defensive capabilities. Sniper can always just kind of stand back and peck away at waves that are coming in. But Forward Gaming has some pretty good options to kind of push the aggression early. CCNC gets charged into, plus the ultimate coming out from Tavo. The Assassinate going to be the one that... actually, no, it's 343 that gets credit for the kill. The Assassinate was coming out as well. Tavo was going to try to let that Assassinate give the gold over to Limp. He's got Gloves of Haste. Going to send the Courier over to the side shop as well to pick up his belt. Finish off his treads. Yawar runs into Z-Freak on bottom. Z-Freak, no hand of Midas, but Yawar with the hand of Midas. So, oh my god. Omni picks one up. Are we going for the double-double? We'll have to see what Miracle gets here. Is it on the Courier? Yeah, there it is. For those of you that know, in and out, we're going to get the double-double in and out minus gaming going on here. Double-double. As Yawar has a Midas. Snaking has a Midas. Miracle has a Midas. Limp has a Midas. Midas Gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Back in fashion. Certainly some discussion about it in the main Beyond the Summit broadcast hub about Midas. Well, there's really kind of not enough downside to that item. If they took the item out of the game, would it really kind of hinder any of the heroes? And Midas certainly a funky one. I mean, you know, something that I like to build, whether I'm on Ogre or whether I'm on just some random ass support. Midas is a fun item to build. A lot of times, a lot of games, it doesn't pay off. You know, it just kind of gets you set in this kind of late game mindset, playing way too passive. And we'll see what happens here. I don't think we'll see another Midas, but you never know. And somewhat, you know, fairly decent timing. a little bit slow on the Wraith King, you know, who does need to get up to that Radiance. But also, he's not the best farmer, so, you know, having that minus, at least psychologically, it might help him out in getting to that Radiance. CCNC was standing in the trees, hitting that tower with, whatchamacallit, Diabolic Edict. And also, the rock keeps getting faked out here by Pylai Dai. Faking it out. We're trying to trade tier 1 for tier 2. They're threatening this tier 2 top. I mean, Enigma's got a pretty good amount of push power. CCNC, though, actually getting jumped on by the side here and taken out quickly. Snake King going to be in some trouble as well as the Assassinate coming out. Going to take him pretty low. The ultimate from MSS, though, look at those. Stocking up on some relics before this match. He gets the kill on 343. And now Tavo going to get into some trouble as well. Limp gets taken out, which is the big frag. And at that point, it doesn't really matter. The 3v5, I mean, Forward Gaming lose CCNC, but we check the stats. Good XP change for Forward Gaming. Pretty good gold change as well in their favor. And they're not worried about top tower. It's not a problem. CCNC already back defending that. And in fact, Yyyyaaaaoooo able to get out there, able to get the kill on Z-Freak, as well as a healthy feeding of Eidolons. So going to enjoy that gold, and certainly enjoying his spot on top of the net worth. Going to be getting a Blink Dagger next, and we'll be picking that up shortly. Should just need to trot over to the shop to get that. CNC's farm progressing. He has a Yule Scepter. And the money here for the Blink Dagger probably just wants to make sure he gets that use of the Midas. Yeah, maybe he'll actually get his Blink from a shop. Or try to balance his gold spending a little bit. We'll see. Nope, there we go. Picks it up. He also staying close to the top here. We'll see if there's an engagement here, but I think he's kind of on the cautious side. Radiant is smoked up, but they're not super aggressively hunting for players at the moment. Thanks for joining me, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. NA Qualifiers. I'm going to have to take a break after this game just to fix up some dinner. I'm going to be broadcasting some Team Fortress with teamfortress.tv on their Twitch channel later tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. So I am excited about that. Snake King getting a pick off on Tavo down on bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Jax thinks Radiant's
Wraith King pushing up top just with his skeletons.
tower is under attack.
Complexity pretty spread out here, and the wealth disparity not too big. Both graphs looking pretty similar, although it looks like Complexity did have the slightest advantage in experience for a hot moment there. Z-Freak hasn't made it up to his next item. He's saving up. Looks like he's got the Blink Dagger queued up. Miracle also banked a fair amount of cash, but he does have the money for that Radiance. As a fight sort of breaking out on the Dire Shrine side. Yyyyaaaaoooo blinking forward, but then getting stunned. As, yeah, our Enigma Z-Freak still not too far from Blink Dagger. He has a Tornado ready, but will not use it. Getting party invites. That's a new one. I don't stream Dota too often, but that's a lesson to learn, right? Oh my god. No, he's still just faking it. I'm gonna message my friend. Actually, I should go offline real quick.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just so I don't get any messages.
And over here,
I just chose do not disturb and I get messages. Wow, that's alright. Unfortunately, nobody picking ET. It was the old Complexity Gaming with SVG that used to be fans of Elder Titan. I think MSS and Snaking, I think they still have soft spots for ET. But MSS, maybe not the hugest ET spammer. Smoke has gone out here. Sort of classic retreat and then push back. And plenty of gold here on Miracle. 1,500. And obviously his ultimate going to pop here, but he's in trouble. Kind of gets locked down pretty quickly here. Yyyyaaaaoooo losing health quickly as well. The black hole comes out. They're trying to finish the kill on Yyyyaaaaoooo. And they finally do so. He loses a couple hundred gold from his Radiance, then buys out the recipe after he dies. Overall, this is very nice for forward gaming here. They're Golem pushing. They also get the kill on Z-Freak in the back line. 343 going to buy back here. But they have a player limp. Oh no, they caught limp. The sniper has gone down. That is a huge fight for forward gaming. 13-3. Now the score on the board. Forward gaming, some big pickoffs there in that fight. Able to make some make a big impact there. Yeah, not that great of a black hole. Sort of slowed things down from Yyyyaaaaoooo and company. They were able to recuperate from that. Do you have a charge out here from Tavo? And he'll be, you know, okay with that. Didn't get killed by someone immediately afterwards. And yeah, Miracle, just the Radiance. Limp hasn't really been able to convert his Midas into a lot of items. Just trying to get out to use it right now. Squiggly lines drawn on the map. I like it. As Midas used here. And he's got Force Staff queued up next. We'll have that shortly. And then probably finish that into a Dragon Lance. Tavo does pick up the haste. Yyyyaaaaoooo unable to stop that. Tavo spamming some voice lines. Probably like die. Z-Freak trading some tips. As they know they're over there. MSS going to be looking for something. He's got that blink. He's got that Yules. He is a force to be reckoned with. Frostbite going down into the Yules, keeping him there, looking for others. Yyyyaaaaoooo are going to show up here with Snaking. That's an easy kill. Other players from the Complex Boys TPing out. CC&C split pushing on the side here. Sort of wonder if, as these creeps meet, if he gets that vision of Limp. If he goes out, 343 is there. There comes the Yules. He's got the Edict. The Split Earth does get the stun on Sniper, but with 343 there, going to be able to get the return kill. Limp in some trouble though as Yyyyaaaaoooo's here. One more slash from him. Going to be able to get the kill on him. 343 thinks he's safe behind Yyyyaaaaoooo, but there's company as Forward Gaming has rotated bottom. And once again, we saw this earlier in the match. Once again, CC&C offering himself as the sacrificial cow. And his team getting big results in the aftermath. BKB does exist for Yyyyaaaaoooo, but he used it in that very first engagement once they came down to rotate and get the kill on CC&C. So, well played by him. Z-Freak, yeah, did have Blink Dagger queued up. I was just trying to see if he actually did buy back. Looks like 343 did buy back in one of those fights earlier. But Z-Freak, instead of the Blink Dagger, chose to go for Force Staff into BKB. So he's he's heading that route. Apologize for sometimes the lazy camera. I gotta do the talking as well as the camera work. So, and I'm by myself. So every once in a while I'm just like kind of staring up at stats or something or at my other screen. Just like, huh. Rune's coming up. Won't be much of a battle for that rune. Over on the bottom side, I mean, Tavo does get the rune. MSS trying to chase him. Blinks forward. Has a Yule's ready. As well as he hasn't used that Frostbite yet. Blink wasn't off cooldown. Sort of think he was tempted to blink forward and get a Frostbite. Illusion doing a good job of scouting that and seeing like, oh, okay, there's actually a good rotation here. Z-Freak then runs in and hits him with the Malefice. Malefice. Heaven's Halberd in the works here for a Wraith King. Certainly a good option to disarm the Sven. If you can get that off, that's going to be a big hamper in their plans. Spotlight Die, again, just banging that gong. That bass drum.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
And slow pressure from Forward Gaming. As they know they're in the control here, the driver's seat.
Jack thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
Thinking about Roche a bit, but full vision of Limp and Tavo. And that's going to cause them to say, okay, you know what, let's just go up there. A big blink forward here from Yawar. As he was going to run into Tavo. It doesn't throw the Storm Hammer in time to block a charge forward. Probably anticipates at least a little bit where Limp must have rotated through. Tavo staying up here, but he's got the charge as well as some Town Portal Scrolls. So he can go wherever he wants. Forward Gaming choosing to push top. Really infiltrating this jungle quite a bit. Z-Freak nearby, but not going to be able to really do much. Some pings going out for Roshan, which, you know, has been spotted by Z-Freak's Eidolon. And they're somewhat nearby, trying to stay certainly close enough to fight for Roche if they need to. A blink forward from Yawar. Takes him a second to find the stun on a Limp, but he does get the sniper. Limp very low on health now, but the turnaround might be happening. Midnight Pulse coming down as well as an Assassinate. Yawar, though, only down to about 2/3 of his health. So no big deal there. Pretty strong push, though, from the Complex boys on the bottom lane. That'll force CC&C to rotate over and stop that. He says, nah, man. Nah. It seems like Forward Gaming certainly want to take Roshan, but just trying to set the stage for it. They know that Complexity is lurking nearby, so they're also like, well, you know, if we can tempt them into, you know, stepping up to stop us from taking Roshan, and then we can win a fight, then we can take Roshan. And that certainly kind of seems to be the game plan here. Interesting drawings there on the map. Yawar still looking for some kills here. Miracle on the side. I think they would love to find 343 here. So we switch over to their vision. See the creeps, the Eidolon. And 343 has snuck out. Tavo will also disappear. So it looks like Forward Gaming will just be able to kind of exert the pressure to get a free tier 2. CC and C TP's all the way back. Get mana, get Lincoln Sphere. And then he'll walk back out to kind of re-push another direction here. Oh, he's got Boots of Travel actually, so screw walk-in. Tavo just charging creep waves. Forward Gaming taking care of wards. And they certainly have a good position here if they want to get forward and are going to the Roshan pit. Because, yeah, lane's pushed. Well, lane's not pushed that much. Skeleton's pushing it out. Radiant scan the pit. It looks like at least the call for now is for forward gaming just to cut the wave, wait for CCNC and to B5 at top. They're gonna smoke, and well, yeah, they have fantastic vision here. So the vision's getting cleared out. At the same time, it's like, okay, well, just saw the sniper, just saw the other player down there. You're gonna run in here. Yyyyaaaaoooo with a beautiful blink forward. He anticipates that there's players there. He gets the easy kill on 3-4-3. Stormhammer and a couple swipes. And Limp gonna TP out. Z-Freak gonna TP out as well. Miracle, though, is gonna be left out to dry. He's got 2 lives, but that just delays the inevitable. 2 lives to live means 2 lives to die.
Unstoppable.
Yyyyaaaaoooo gets credit for the unstoppable. As Miracle, you know, he's got some items. Heaven's Halberd, Blade Mail, and that Radiance, but just feel like he's not really kind of involved enough. Similarly, Limp has a BKB now, but, I mean, the Crystal Maiden doesn't have a Hand of Midas. I mean, does have a gold talent, which he's picked up. But the Crystal Maiden, really not all that far behind the sniper and in front of Z-Freak's Enigma. I mean, got a similar gold talent. So that's pretty good for our Crystal Maiden. Does have that BKB, so once you have BKB Crystal Maiden, you really have to watch out for that magic damage from those ultimates. And indeed, as well, Forward Gaming have become comfortable enough that they're going to be able to take Roshan here without any worries, any cares in the world.
Let that be a lesson to you.
So Complexity Gaming kind of trapped in their high ground here. 32 minutes, no outer towers left. Well, excuse me, shortly that will be the case. So it's just, you know, displaying a little bit of my prophetic abilities there.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
As they're gonna, you know, just start poking around, start getting a feel for places, what they can do here. All sorts of drawing on the map. It's like CC is going to farm that side, farm that side, farm that side, and then push down there. We're gonna farm here, farm there, farm there, farm here, and then we'll meet over there. I think that was the drawing. Which there was a pretty cool clip posted on Reddit a couple weeks back. Jenkins from previously was Leviathan Gaming. My apologies for not knowing his current status. He was just playing a pub with CCNC and was just amazed at CCNC's captaining abilities as he was just able to guide his team. Yyyyaaaaaaoooo jumping in, hitting the Stormhammer, excuse me, now taking a ton of damage. He is not the one with the Aegis. He is the one frontlining right now. CCNC gets that Split Earth. There was some BKB action coming out here. Miracle got the Blade Mail, feeling pretty healthy. He backs up. And now Forward Gaming back up. Just kind of clearing out around the shrine. Aegis has been, or sorry, still on, pronounces Aegis. I don't have that fancy timer. What's the deal, man? Where's my fancy Roshan timer? Limp getting thrown up in the air. That Split Earth is going to come down, but Limp does have the BKB. Also has the Midas that is off cooldown as he teleports away from creeps. That is a painful feeling. More drawing on the map. As Forward Gaming still just taking their time with it. CCNC not going to have that Aegis forever. One way or another, it is disappearing. Expose myself. I'm like, what? That's match time in total time, I guess. Once you take the draft into account. Forward gaming, just chilling. Z-Freak does have that BKB. So that's going to be helpful. We also have Hurricane Pike on Sniper finished out. Sven hitting level 25, getting that plus 40 strength, God strength. That's nice. And he has Satanic Eagle Eye viewers. Spotted that when I clicked him earlier. Leshrac heading towards that Octarine core. I assume that's what the Soul Booster is for. Could be Bloodstone as well, though, for sure. Yawar going on Miracle a little bit, but standoff is real here. It's Forward Gaming kind of hesitating on their attempts to break high ground. They have a very big experience advantage, though. And it's just going to continue to kind of get bigger for a bit here. Limp on the side here. Yawar kind of loops around, not quite able to find him. But, oh, and doesn't quite realize that that path of trees was freshly created. So Limp going to be able to sneak away here. And Tavo, he's got the Vlads. Trying to get up to the urn. It really hasn't had a huge impact. Z-Freak, you know, as expected, really kind of able to work that Enigma, get that money. Z-Freak always pretty good at getting that money on support. And in some ways, Spirit Breaker certainly kind of plays like on offlane hero as the game goes on. Kind of doing initiation and lockdown during fights. Warlock getting that 60% XP gain, which will help out, as well as Leshrac hitting level 25 and getting a Edict talent. His other option being a Lightning Storm, slow duration. Yawar walking just right past Miracle, gonna turn around and give him the business, hitting him with the Storm Hammer and then running off. Pili Die channeling Upheaval. That's right. I knew that. Miracle takes the Storm Hammer. More damage as well from Yawar. And actually going to be able to pop that first life off of him pretty easily. Limp teleporting in here. And this could be the opportunity that Forward we're looking for. The excuse to get in here and fight. Stormhammer takes off, or sorry, not Stormhammer, God Strength takes out about half that tower's health points. Comes in again. Oh my god, look at that though. Miracle just melting away. Is able to survive and get back. Tavo doesn't want to get back. He wants to charge forward. Hit Snake King once. Now unable to escape as that upheaval comes in. I think this tower, yeah, it's going to be in some trouble. But Yawar actually takes his focus off that to blink forward. Hits Limp with that Stormhammer. And now swiftly kind of backing up. Creeps are here. Going to get some hits on them. Some lifesteal. Realizes those are just illusions. Realizes that players have to rotate the bottom to deal with CC&C down here. And just like that, Yawar going to be able to sneak out that first inner tower. And off that Q as well. They're like, yoink, let's go take the shrines. So this has been very, very clinical from Forward Gaming. Showing that they want to make sure that they do this right, not mess up any of these best of one games. Courier is out here and actually stocked up with items at the moment. MSS throws that Frost Nova out, I believe, to check about Courier. It was a little bit early. I would love to see that get sniped. But he's gonna finish off that NKB. Pick up some items from Miracle as well, who's very close. He actually, yeah, I was just about to call it out that he in fact has the money to buy it. Takes away his buyback, but he now has Assault Cuirass. This is one of my favorite items overall. Really strong in Underlords as well, I must say. But I love Assault Cuirass. Gives you armor, takes away your opponent's armor, gives you attack speed. It doesn't decrease the enemy's attack speed. That would be pretty cool, but that would be strong. Radiance is turned off. as they are smoked up. And trying to find something. They'd love to run into Yyyyaaaaoooo snaking here, but Forward Gaming pretty tight in terms of their positioning. And Pilot Dive finds Miracle and Complexity, then ends up getting wrapped. But Yyyyaaaaoooo coming around on the high ground. Miracle didn't see him coming. We'll grab that bounty rune because, hey, why not? Forward Gaming going to grab the other one that's right there because, you know, that's just what you do. Miracle in some trouble here. Stormhammer is off cooldown here. Yyyyaaaaoooo just looking for the right opportunity. Looking to get a couple people instead. He'll get Z-Freak over here because he knows that there's a BKB. Z-Freak knows he's got to use it. Turns around, throws it down. Snaking is over here, though. Able to help out Yyyyaaaaoooo, though, as Yyyyaaaaoooo cleans up Z-Freak and Tabo. Miracle on the ground. He's going to come back to life here shortly. First off, though, MSS with his teammates get the kill on Limp. There is Miracle as well. That's a wipe. 2 up, but they don't want any more. The Complex boys tap out, throw down the towel, and Forward Gaming moving ahead in this round robin group stage qualifier. That's going to take them to 4-0. Not too many teams have played 4 games. Just Old Suck Gaming, I believe, is the other team. So Forward Gaming with a nice little buffer. We got a bunch of teams. I sort of mentioned that we're going to have a Team Zalotl, Beast Coast, Black Sheep, kind of 3-way round robin later tonight. Beast Coast and Black Sheep both tied at 2-1. So that won't be the case at the end of the night. Black Sheep or Best Coast will pick up a loss as those two teams play each other. I'm going to vote for Yyyyaaaaoooo. And then J-Storm, who do they have left? J-Storm are going to play Complexity. I think that's later tonight. And then they got Zalotl, Black Sheep, and Kookaburra. So J-Storm still have some pretty significant opponents. Most importantly, their next opponent, Complexity. There is going to be a break. Series 7 coming up next. Old Suck Gaming forfeit loss against Kookaburra. So I wonder if that's going to be forfeit the whole rest of the way. At least forfeit for the rest of the night them today. Best of luck for Complexity. Their next match up against J-Storm. They're going to need a strong result to try to keep momentum rolling here. But J-Storm as well. They're going to want a strong result to make sure that they stay in the top side of this bracket. Our group stage, excuse me. So I've been casting for 3 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I have another cast in 2 hours from now. So that means I'm going to wrap this up. Yeah. Thanks so much for tuning in, though, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I had fun. And, yep, my name is eXtine. I will see you guys next time. Peace out!